All right, what's up, everybody? Tim Anderson here, aka Renfill. I'm back. Another episode in the Inkarnate map making tutorial series, and today we're going to be doing roads and pathways between cities and outposts and so on and so forth. There's a lot of different ways to do it, and we're going to go through all those today. And we're going to tie this map together. We're starting to get, if we go out and look at the big screen version of this, we're starting to get all the map tied in together. We're going to do the roadways and stuff, and then we'll come back in and talk about kingdoms and territories. And then once we've done that, I think the last thing is going to be the terrain painting, and then we'll probably be wrapping this map up at that point. So if you've been following along, awesome, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. If you like this kind of stuff, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an update, and don't forget to check out all the other tutorial videos in this series. The way we're doing this series is very simple. This is a public map that I've been building as part of the tutorial project. This will then become available in the Inkarnate Explore page for you to download and clone and do whatever you want with. It'll be a publicly available map. The other maps that I make, the previous 20 plus maps that we made as an example, and the next 25 or so that we have to make, are for our tabletop game and the modules that we create for our world. So the first module had over 20 maps in it. Those maps are available at our Patreon page as a download package for the Dungeon Master or the Game Master tier, so you could check that out at your leisure. And of course, you can also get our source book and all this other stuff at our Patreon page or at our website, weaveandvoid.com. All the links are down below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, support here if you can with memberships, super chats, super stickers, and beyond. I'm going to shut the camera off now, and we're going to get going with the next stage of this map. So let me go ahead and switch over to the no cam stuff. And we're going to start over here on the left-hand side of the map, and we're going to go in here. I want to talk a little bit about the path options here. So over on the left is going to be where it says the path tool. Now, there are a lot of things you can do. You can do a solid line, which is literally that. You could choose to do free draw, like we just did. Or you can also say segments, in which case you would draw, click, draw, click, draw, click, draw, click, and that does straight lines. You can also do the exact same thing with dots as an example, free draw, and then you can also do dashes like so. Now, between that, you can also come in and change the line thickness so that it looks like that. You can also come in and change the opacity, which I want mine at 100%. And you can change the layer that it's on, color, and all this other stuff with it. But for now, we're going to be going in and we're going to be drawing coastal pathways between these two cities here on the desert coast. And let's put this up to 0.5. I think I like that. I always like to draw out here on the sea in an area just to get the right size that I want. Once I'm satisfied with the size, I will then come in and start to draw. So we're just going to kind of roughly follow the coast here. I like to move my mouse a little bit so that it's not completely uniform. And there we go. That's our first section. Oops. I need to go forward. Hit the wrong button. Then we're going to go draw the next section, which is going to be from here down the coast to the next city, like so. Now we have our two major cities and the outpost there in the middle that are connected by a pathway. We're going to do the same thing everywhere else that we have defined stuff here. So if we come over here on the map, you'll notice that we have on this peninsula, or not peninsula, but in this section, we've got an outpost right here in the middle. A city here in the middle. We've got an outpost here. Now, there's nothing to connect here, so we don't actually have to draw any paths on this island because it's just going to be a port outpost, so we would just sail to that. But we do have one down here, and then we have one down here at the river. Now, to expand upon what we did last time, I probably need to do this because if we're going to go down the river, that's probably something we would sail down. So we're going to copy that and we're going to paste. What we're going to do is we're going to put an outpost over here. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the path tool and we are going to draw from this town. We're going to make this a roughly a straight shot, but coming through the forest over here to that, just like so. Now, we're not necessarily, we're not going to need one to go down to that town over here because that would be something where you would follow the river. They would sail down the river. But we do have this one down here. But the way I want to do this one is we're actually going to follow the tree line here. So from here, we would come out. I don't like where I started that one. Let's go over here and we would follow the cropping here of the trees, so on and so forth. And then maybe come over like that. See if I like the look of that. No, I don't. Let's actually make this one a coastal route. I like that better. So we're going to come over here and we're going to say that it follows the coast roughly. Comes down in here. Like that. So we'll have a road there. Now, the reason I did it like that is because we're actually going to put something else down here. So I made a judgment call right now. We're going to take, hang on, we're going to take that. We're going to put another one right over here in the foothills. So we're doing some off the cuff things. So like so. And then we're going to have another pathway that comes up here to that like so. All right, we've defined that. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to define this as saying, okay, we have this over here. Probably have a road that comes around like so. We'll just do a kind of a straight shot. Probably a bridge across here and then boom, we're there at that one like so. I actually want to move this up just a tad because it's right on the coast. Well, okay, we'll actually do it like that. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do anything down here for the moment because this is the old ruins and I don't want there to be any defined paths in here. And if we do have a pathway down to this outpost, it might be something ruined. So we'll decide that one later. But we do have all this stuff over here on this side, and this is definitely populated, and they're doing stuff here. So we're gonna come back to the path tool. There would definitely be coastal route here, and then hang on, I don't like the way that looked. There we go. Sometimes the dashes can get a little too close to your city. So you want to make sure to adjust those as you see fit. Did we have one up to the north? We did not. Okay. So then we're going to come out and say we're just going to have a straight shot down here to this one like this. And then another one that comes out and goes down and follows this. Like so. Okay. And we also need one that comes down. So we're going to do another coastal route. Oops, I got a little too close to the region there. Okay. And there we have those roads. I don't think I want anything overland to this place. So we might just have this be a harbor town for the moment. And that might be a ruined city from over here. So there might be some sort of a path, but maybe we can define that, but it'll be a ruined path. So we would have a straight shot through something like that. Okay. I think we've defined all of those at the moment. Anything else we need to worry about here? No. We probably should put a path that follows the river. And I may need to do some clearing of trees to fully get this to look like the way I want it to look like. But we're going to come down here and we're going to come through and define something that sort of follows the river. Like so. Now, that looks funky, so we'll have to do some tree clearing there, but we'll work on that at another point in time. That's not hugely important for the moment. Okay, now we've got that done. We need to come up and there's nothing here from this one, but we do need to define some of the stuff up in here. So, we know we want a coastal route coming up here along the coast. Again, this will be me. Hang on, I need to re-clear that. This will be me coming in and clearing out trees later on to have this be a little better defined. So that's going to be to there. And then we would definitely have a route that comes up through the trees, up through the forest. So we'll clear out the trees here because that's going to go around to that. Now from here, people are going to sail up. So there's not going to be anything, no roads on this side like such. But we are going to have this come up through the foothills and up and around to this town right here, like so. I don't like the way that looks. So let's start here. I'm not exactly liking the way that looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to move that a little bit so it's in between those dashes. The dashes weren't placing exactly where I wanted them. All right, now we're going to come in here and we're definitely going to put on the northern side, we're going to have paths that come up. And we would come across to a bridge there. And then this would come down. There would be a bridge that comes out here. Connects us to there, and then we would follow the coast. So this isn't a coast, sorry. This is the follow the edge of the river here. And I'm actually going to move this up. I want this to be up in here. Like so. Right? Anything else on this side? Why, yes, there is. So let's come back to the pathing options again. I'm going to put another little town here. Right on the edge of this river. And we're going to have the paths go. I need to move that a little bit. Like so. And then we would also say that we have something that comes in like that. Now I think it's good for now. From here we need a path that comes through in here. And we definitely need a coastal option like so. And then rather than a coastal option, we're going to have one that comes through here and follows the foothills. Not the foothills, sorry, the edge of the forest around like so, which gives us some more pathways between that area. And we might even connect an overland route. That connects that. We're going to take a look. I think we have connected all the things we want to connect, right? I think. All right. So that doesn't look too bad. Now what we want to focus on next is we'll go ahead and use this section for the screenshot that we're going to have. And we're going to actually target a section of the map up in here like so we can see that when I do the actual screenshot stuff. So yeah, that is how you do roads and pathways for your maps in Inkarnate. If you enjoy this tutorial series, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update for these episodes and the live streams that we do. We are going to be doing a couple more episodes. I think there's 2 more episodes scheduled for this. We've got the kingdoms and territories, if you want to put those on your map. And then we have terrain painting, which will be the very last thing we do. And I'm going to be doing some live streams in between there because I got to come in here and like clear up these forest edges around where I put the map going through the forest and everything else. I'll probably do some more additional forest areas to sort of make things a little, it's like the polished stuff that you would do in the map. So stick around for that stuff. Support if you can. Memberships are the best way to do it here on YouTube, but you can also do super thanks and super chats as well as super stickers and beyond. You can also go over to our Patreon page if you want to get a copy of our tabletop sourcebook and module. You can get a standalone copy at weaveavoid.com. Links are down below, and hopefully I will see everybody in the next episode. So until then, stay safe, everybody. Have fun and happy map making.